morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at Ciocca Nissan of Quakertown, here in Quakertown, Pennsylvania, to check out this brand new 2023 Nissan Altima SL all-wheel drive. Now, previously, we took a look at the Altima SR all-wheel drive, SR standing for Sport Ride. Now we have the SL, which stands for Sport Luxury, still with the all-wheel drive and pearl white tri-coat paint. So we're going to dig into this, see if this is the midsize sedan you should take a look at and maybe consider buying. So let's dig in. All right, the front end of this Altima SL, the pearl white tri-coat is the color. Looks good. The big gloss black Nissan V-Motion grille right up front, new Nissan badge in the middle, LED headlights, LED daytime running lamps, LED turn signals, a lot of chrome since we got the Sport Luxury trim coming down here. A lot of chrome trim coming down on either side, but we do have fake vent design here, which I'm not a fan of. If you're going to put something there, you know, stick in a fog lamp, stick in a couple of side air curtains on either side. Let me know what you guys think. All right, wheel and tire setup on this Altima SL. We have a 19-inch wheel. We got gunmetal gray with silver, a lot of different spokes, a lot of different action going on this wheel. Going to be a tough one to keep clean. Nissan badge on the center cap, standard brake and rotor package. These 19-inch wheels are wrapped in Hankook Kinergy GT all-season tires, 235 on the width, a 40 series sidewall 19s, all four corners, all-wheel drive. All right, the full side profile on the Altima SL. It's a good-looking midsize sedan. We got the redesign going on, and we have the hard body lines coming across the top of the doors into the tail light. We have color matched on the door handles, and the interesting thing is the door handles follow the body line. So this door handle in the front is lower than the door handle in the back, as the handles follow that body line, which I think is an interesting design cue. And then we don't have too much chrome around the windows, which I think is a good idea, but it's a good look inside profile. Moving in closer, we are color matched on the side view mirror with LED turn signals and 360-degree cameras. Chrome on the door handles instead of color matched. Let me know what you think about that. The left side fuel filler cap, up top color matched roof with antenna and a standard sunroof. All right, now we're taking a look at the rear end of the Altima. We have the Nissan badge in the middle, Altima on the left, SL on the right, all-wheel drive down below. We have functional dual exhaust, LED taillights, standard bulbs for turn signals. We kind of have some fake venting around the bottom of the bumper there, which I'm not in love with. But overall, it's, I think, a pretty good looking rear end on this Altima. All right, we're under the hood of this 2023 Altima SL. And when you go SL, what kind of power plant are you going to get? Well, you're going to get a 2.5 liter naturally aspirated inline 4-cylinder engine mated to an Xtronic CVT transmission. 182 horsepower, 178 pound-feet of torque, MPGs, 26 in the city, 36 on the highway, 30 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. All right, before we get into the interior of this 2023 Altima SL, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much does this thing cost? Well, this is what I can tell you. The SL all-wheel drive trim, before options, base price $33,690. This particular car, we need to add in $245 for the splash guards, $165 for the chrome bumper protector, $355 for the floor mats, trunk mat, hideaway nets, and dual trunk hooks, $195 for the trunk organizer tray with first aid kit and emergency road kit, and then an extra $400 for the illuminated kick plates. We then have to add in an extra $1,095 for destination and delivery charges from Nissan's Canton, Mississippi assembly plant, for a total MSRP of $36,145. Then the dealer added a couple of accessories. They added the wheel locks for an additional $95 and the all-weather mats for an additional $200. So now the total asking price for this vehicle on the lot today, $36,440. Let's check out the interior. Starting with the footbox, a nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator. The floor mats are in the trunk of the car right now. We have, again, that illuminated kick plate that says Altima on it to welcome you to the car. Seats, we have power seats with lumbar for the driver, power seat without lumbar for the front passenger. And then we have this beautiful black leather interior with the white stitching, a couple of different design elements, nice headrests with the stitching, looking good, nice looking interior. Door panels looking good, soft touch up top with the brushed aluminum trim along the door handle as well. We have the leather insert with the stitching. We do have gloss black in and around the switchgear, even though the switchgear itself is flat black. We have a nice soft armrest and a nice large door pocket here in this Altima. On the dash, soft touch, some open pore wood, then some brushed aluminum trim here, and then underneath we have a nice large glove box. Infotainment screen, we have Nissan's 12.3-inch infotainment system with navigation, wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. Is it a touchscreen? Yes, it is. And when you wake it up, look how nice that is. Beautifully responsive. We can go to our home. We can go ahead and configure our home screen. We can swipe, as this is a touchscreen action, as you can see. Really, really nice. Get our weather, Nissan Connect services, built-in Alexa if you'd like to use that. They got you covered. You can go to your music, get your Sirius XM, Bluetooth your phone, listen to your music library. So they got you covered with a lot of nice things, and here you're downloading your apps and all that other good stuff. Nissan Connect services, notifications if you want to get those, connections if you want to connect devices, and then you can add a device or go to your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, or your Wi-Fi hotspot. So it's a really nice, easy system to use, a really great upgrade from Nissan. And now we go into reverse. We have the backup camera and the 360 view with trajectory. The camera could be a bit clearer. I think Nissan, they upgraded their system, but I don't think they upgraded their cameras very well. I think they need to get the camera looking good, and I think you need to make it cover the entire screen and not just the left 2/3. Down below, we have hard controls for our camera and our music and our volume, 4-way hazards, 2 heat and air vents, more of that open pore wood that goes across the dash. We have dual climate control action, which is nice. We have 2-stage heated seats for the driver, front passenger, and a heated steering wheel. So they got you covered there. Down below, we have a USB-C, USB-A, a 12-volt, and a wireless charging pad right here. Now, underneath that, we have our engine stop-start. We have the gear shift that's going to take us through the simulated gears of the CVT transmission, electronic emergency brake, auto vehicle hold, 2 cup holders, Nissan key fob, remote start, lock, unlock, pop the trunk, panic button, very light. And then over here, we do have some of that gloss black plastic on the center stack. That's going to get fingerprints and scratches. Then we have a semi-soft armrest with the stitching. We open that up and we have a nice area for storage. Nissan steering wheel, nice leather wrapped steering wheel, nice 10 and 2 notches. I love what Nissan is doing with their new steering wheels, the updated badge on the horn button, some nice trim down here. Flat bottom to make it easy to get in and out of the car. I really like that. We have flat black on the switchgear. On the left, you have your volume controls, music seek, track controls, your controls for the digital portion of your dash. On the right, telephone voice commands, cruise control, safety suite controls. On the stalks, you have your headlight controls on the left, windshield wiper controls on the right. Over here, we have our steering assist on, off. That's kind of like semi-autonomous when you have your cruise control on. Then we have our pop the trunk, brighten dim the dash, and trip reset button right there. And then we have a manual tilting and telescoping steering wheel. And now we have our dash analog digital combo, analog gauges for your speedometer, tachometer, fuel level, and coolant temperature. And then you have additional information you can go through on the center screen, and you can go ahead and configure what you want to see on here as well. So it's really quite easy and pretty nice. Overhead console action. Here's our SOS button in case you have an emergency on the road. If you want the dome lighting to come on and off when you open and close the door, this button right here remains off. When you open the door, comes on. When you close the door, it will go off. Now we do have the moonroof here. Move the shade with your hand, and then one click open, nice and easy. One click back to close. And we got a tilt function, so they got you covered with this moonroof in the Altima. Sun visor with vanity and a light. Does it slide? Yes, it does, to block out the side sun. All right, getting in the back seat of this Altima SL. I have the seat set for my driving position, so we can get on in. And look at that. Look at all the room for my knees. Plenty of room for my head at 5'11". Plenty of shoulder width room. All leather all the way down. No seat pocket behind the driver, but we do have one behind the front passenger. Down here on the center stacked, we have two heat and air vents, a USB-C and a USB-A for connectivity. Door panels on the back. We have the same design, but not the same use of materials. So we have the door panel up front looking good. The door panel in the back, the top portion of it around the brushed aluminum door handle is hard plastic instead of soft touch, and there's no more brushed aluminum trim coming back from the door handle up top. That's missing, and the armrest is still soft with the stitching, so we are missing the stitching from the insert, which up here is leather with the stitching, and in the back here is leather without the stitching. So a little bit different vibe, a little bit of cost cutting here on the back door panel by Nissan. Would have liked to seen them keep it the same as the front. Back seats though, nice leather, nice headrests, nice stitching, looking good. Armrest, super soft, two cup holders. So overall in the back here, it's really comfortable in the back of this Altima. Really comfortable. All right, getting in the trunk of the Altima, you can either pop it from the key fob or from the dash, or you come to the back and right underneath the Nissan badge, there's a button. Push it, lift up, nice and light. And now you have a nice large trunk area, even though it's not as wide on the sides. Here's your bumper protector right there in the chrome. Let me know what you think that's too blingy. It's a little blingy for me. But a nice area for storage here in the back of this trunk. As we move on in closer, here are the carpeted Altima floor mats that look nice. You also have the first aid kit and some other accessories in there that were on the window sticker. Underneath here, we got a jack, and when we have a jack, that means we got a spare, so thank you, Nissan, for the spare. But here are our hooks to hang stuff from, like we said. Now, if you need more room, though, you can put the rear seats down by pulling these levers out and then come around to each door and pull the seats down. 60-40 split, 60 on the right side, 40 on the left, and then come down, put that side down. And now, if you don't have anybody in the back seat, you got a lot more space, even though the opening is smaller and there's a kick up. You still have a lot more space for some larger items. So good use of space in the back trunk area here in this Altima by Nissan. All right, the Altima window sticker. Here we go. Take her out for a spin. All right, we're on the road in this 2023 Nissan Altima SL all-wheel drive. the luxury version of the Altima. And the first thing I want to talk about is these seats are really comfortable. They put in these extra poofy seats in the SL compared to the SR, and they're really nice on the butt and on the back. Very, very well done by Nissan to give that more luxury comfort feel. We have good visibility out the windshield, side view mirror, side glass, and rear window. Have blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, all that jazz in here, which I like. Love the larger screen, the 12.3-inch screen with the wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. We got the heated seats, we got the heated steering wheel. We're just missing some ventilated seats up here. And considering this is the luxury trim, it would be nice to have some ventilated seats in here for almost $37,000. If this is the top of the line luxury trim and you didn't put them in the SR, then I think you need to put them in here. Let me know what you guys think. Love the open pore wood look. Now, so they got a lot of nice stuff. USB-A, USB-C, connectivity, power with the 12 volts, and the wireless charging pad. So they got some nice stuff in here. The moonroof, looking good. Steering really feels good on the steering. Nissan has really improved the handling of all their vehicles. I'm getting a really nice solid feel to the wheel. Not vague at all. And I'm getting some nice feedback from the front tires in this car. Let me know what things are doing. It's got great steering, good handling, and just a really, really easy car to drive. And I can see where this could be fun, and we're going to see what we can do when we get on some other roads as far as testing out the handling. But really, really good. The thing that I criticized the SR for last time out,
voice recognition.
This is the worst. Cancel. This voice recognition system comes on all the time when you're talking in the car. Whatever word you may say, it picks up a keyword and on it comes. Drives you nuts. They need to tone that freaking thing down. But as I was saying, in the SR, I criticized it having a CVT transmission, because if you want a sporty sedan, in my view, Nissan should have had the 9-speed automatic in there and not the CVT. Now we have the Sport Luxury trim, which is not designed to be sporty, and we have the same CVT. And the question becomes, does it need an automatic? And my answer would be, at this price point of almost $37,000, I think it should have a 9-speed automatic in it, which is what Nissan's using in some of their other vehicles. I think they should use that in here. Now, if you want to put the CVT in the entry-level Altima, somewhere when the car's in the high 20s, I'm cool with that. But when you're getting up to this level of comfort and you want this kind of money for a car, I think you need to have the 9-speed auto. Even though the CVT is done really well, it's really smooth, it shifts really easily, it's not the quality transmission you would expect in a car like this. That's just my view. Let me know what you guys think. But it's smooth, it's well damped, feels good underneath you when you drive down the road. So it's a really well put together vehicle, I think, overall. Come up to this turn. Holds the line really well. Come back the other way. No problem. Emergency stop in 3, 2, 1. Nice brake, stopped on a dime, no problem at all. Like that. So overall, the driving experience is pretty darn good. We're going to let that guy get a little bit further ahead of me so I can go through these turns a little bit faster. He's taking his good old time. So here we go in 3, 2, 1. To the right. Nicely done. Back to the left. Power out. Good handling. Now, obviously, you don't have a turbocharged engine in here, so it's naturally aspirated, so it's not a real fast car. 182 on the horsepower, 178 on the torque isn't going to set fires down the road, but it gets the car up to speed. And if you can maintain your speed through your turns, it's going to be kind of a fun little car to flick around. The SR obviously is going to be more fun because they got that sports tuned suspension in there, which is going to make things ride a little stiffer. But overall, it is a nice sport luxury trim car. Hit from a rolling start and down the road we go, nice and easy, no problem. Come up to these curves again the other way, see how she does. On the brakes. Nicely done. Back to the left. Power out. Well done. Well done. So overall, I think they made a good car, and certainly a sports sedan worth taking a peek at. But they need to do something more than a CVT in here, in my view. Let me know what you think about that action. But overall, it is a pretty peppy, fun little SL to drive. Plus, you get the all-wheel drive. So if you're living in the north, you don't have to worry about being front-wheel drive only in this vehicle. They got the all-wheel drive. So that's pretty much a wrap on the 2023 Nissan Altima SL all-wheel drive. I want to thank Ciocca Nissan here in Quakertown, Pennsylvania, for allowing the channel access to this 2023 Nissan Altima SL all-wheel drive for a review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing. Turn on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.